Welcome back, where today we're looking at the language of food. Nigella Lawson is a beautiful middle-aged housewife that loves to cook. Her audience is middle-aged housewives, much like herself, that love to cook and provide for their family. Nigella's cooking show is very sexual, posh, and she gets very intimate with the camera and people watching her show. She is seen wearing her dressing gowns, and you even see her in bed before she goes to sleep. It is very intimate, therefore it is also popular with young men. The Hook and the Cook is an outdoor show where two men, Scott Lyons and Paul Breheny, travel to a new destination every episode to prepare dishes from locally sourced seafood. The show is aimed at middle-aged men. The show is also upbeat, exciting, and very manly. They are always in the outdoors catching their own food to eat. Use of adjectives. Nigella Lawson and the Hook and the Cook uses of adjectives is a point of difference. Nigella Lawson uses many adjectives to describe her food. She also repeats herself to get the message across. She stretches out the syllables when she's describing to make the adjectives and the way she is speaking more intimate. The different uses of adjectives of Nigella and the Hook and the Cook are very different. We can see how posh and descriptive Nigella is, using words such as gorgeous, beautiful, smooth, moist, and creamy. The Hook and the Cook take a different view and use lots of Australian slang such as crisp, beauty, nice, and cracking. Very quick 1 or 2 syllable verbs to describe their cooking. Use of verbs. When explaining what she is doing, Nigella likes to describe everything, whether it is her little traditions or just common sense. Nigella will tell you everything to do. On the other hand, the Hook and the Cook expect the viewer to know some of the basics of cooking, such as being able to marinate meat and use a stove, whether that is conventional or camping stove. Just the basics. Nigella also uses many verbs where she can emphasize the syllables and make the words longer. For example, she uses verbs such as well, whisk, roll, and lather. The Hook and the Cook have quick 1 or 2 word phrases such as rub it, drown it, and douse. Use of technical language. Nigella uses a lot of soothing and very posh voice to make her words and sentences technical and descriptive. When she does use this technical language, she likes to explain in much detail so it is very easy to understand and follow her step-by-step plan. The Hook and the Cook use different language to Nigella. The boys like to use language such as doused, steamed, seasoned, and many others. They don't go into as much detail as Nigella, as they are outdoors and they are always moving. They engage the audience by having easy cooks and moving quickly. This allows people at home to have a bit of creativity with their cooking and filling in the gaps that the Hook and the Cook didn't cover. When Nigella covers everything using descriptive and exact language like a cup, wearing, and tablespoon. Nigella Lawson's audience love to watch her cooking at home, as it is more of an experience rather than a show. She takes you on her day-to-day activities, from going to the shops to cooking in her own kitchen and even to her bed where she sleeps every night. The Hook and the Cook take you on an adventure, quite different from Nigella, who is very personal. They like to take you from their backyard to the great outdoors and what they do when they go out adventuring in national parks to the middle of the ocean. It is quite the adventure. Nigella likes to be personal, very descriptive, not leaving out anything in her day-to-day life. This appeals to middle-aged housewives that want to replicate their lives to her as she is a model woman. The Hook and the Cook appeal more to middle-aged men that love the outdoors and surviving in the great nature, and being shown some of the great spots to fish. Use of music, montage, and personal experience. Nigella Lawson has very personal and intimate themes throughout her show. Nigella likes to use slow and descriptive montages when she is cooking, but when she is doing anything else, it is quick and short montages. Whereas on the other hand, the hook and the cook take a different look on their tone and feeling. They use lots of montages. Most of the show is a montage unless they are cooking. This is so they can show all the glories of where they go and their fishing adventures. They like to have an upbeat, fast-paced show as a result of all these amazing adventures. Nigella, as well as the hook and the cook, likes to use an upbeat music to get the viewer's mood happy, excited, and inspired. The hook and the cook aren't as personal as Nigella's cooking show, as she is very personal and intimate and close with the camera and the viewer. The hook and the cook aren't as personal. They set up an atmosphere that they are mates on a trip just having some fun. Conclusion. The two cooking shows use quite different language to appeal to their specific audience. Nigella seeks to reassure and inform her audience. She wants them to feel confident to cook their own meal in their own house. Her language provides details and reassurance and inspires the audience. The hook and the cook seek to entertain and inform their audience. Their language choices related to food provide less detail, relying in visual images to encourage and inspire the audience. Thank you.